He's just complaining like always. So, diamond problems. How do you figure out how do you solve these diamonds? Figure out what two numbers multiply to get the top, but at the same time add to get the bottom. For 10 and 7, what was it?
5 and 5. 5 and 2.
5 and 2 or 2 and 5, doesn't matter. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 plus 2 is 7. Number 1.
-3 on both sides.
-3 times -3 is positive 9. -3 plus -3 is -6. Very good. Number 2 should be easy.
No. 1.
Oh.
Oh, number 2.
It's
2 times 2 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. Good. Number 3.
-15 and 2.
-15 and 2. Very good. -15 times 2 is -30. -15 plus 2 is -13. Very, very good. Just a few more. We're going to skip around because we have 2 lessons to do. What about this one?
I don't know.
Most people didn't see that one right away. What about number 5?
It would be, let's see, 8. 8 and 3.
Okay, so you know it has to be 8 and 3, but which one has to be negative to end up with a -5?
3.
-3.
No, -8.
-8. Yeah. What about number 6?
I believe it would have to be like something to do with 5s.
And what?
25.
Nope.
15.
There you go. Which one has to be negative?
15.
15. Now, if you can't figure it out, if it takes you time to figure it out, that's fine. But if you just are not confident with your negatives, there is a way to do it in the calculator and get the answer every single time, which I will show you with the next one, okay?
Why
Or
didn't
8
you
and 6
make
is the same thing.
8 and 6.
Yeah.
Oh, they're the exact same thing. I don't know.
Number 9.
That was a typo on my part. So, anyway, let's look at, you don't have to do anything like number 10 through, let's do number 14 through the rest. Okay? Now you're trying to figure out what do you multiply times -6 to give you a positive 12?
-2.
2 negatives make a positive. 6 times 2 is
So
12.
you get
So now
-2.
when you add them, what do you get?
-8.
-8. Good. Look at 15. 4 plus what gives you 7?
3.
Now 3 times 4 is
12.
12. Number 6. 4 plus what gives you 8?
4.
4 times
16.
4 is 16. Good. All right. Look at the x's. X times x.
Is x squared.
X plus x.
2x. 2x.
2x.
That's light.
All right. Let's see if you can figure out 18.
I bet then. I got that. That's light.
But 18 is a what? Both sides are a what? What are those called?
Equation. An expression.
What kind of expression?
Variable.
How many terms does each expression have?
Oh, a Paul and
So they're called what?
Binomial.
Binomials. And how do you multiply binomials?
You distribute.
Not just distribute.
You distribute to all the
Oh,
What
you
did
do
we?
foil.
There you go. You can do foil or
box.
box.
Box is my personal favorite. 4.
So 3x times x.
3x.
3x times -2.
3x times what? Oh yeah, 3x times -2 is
3x times 4. 12x. And 4 times -2x. 4 times -2. Which ones combine?
the -2 and the 12.
Yeah. And when you combine, what are you doing?
You
Add. Good. So you get 3x squared
plus 10x
plus 10x minus 8. So that is the product of two binomials. You use FOIL and box. So 3x squared plus 10x minus 8. How do you sum? How do you add them? When you add them, the rules are different. What do you do to add them?
You gotta
Combine them.
Combine like terms.
Combine like terms, very, very good. 3x and x give you
4x
negative 2 and 4.
gives you plus 2.
There you go.
Oh, 4x. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Those lights.
So that all transfers over to what we're gonna do, what we're supposed to do today anyway,
Okay.
which is factor polynomials. This is page 87. Now we're gonna be. Last week we learned how to multiply those two binomials using FOIL and box method, right here. But now we have to figure out how to break them back apart into these two binomials. And that's what the diamond problems help with, okay? Now, anytime you have a trinomial, 3 terms, trinomial, where the largest exponent is a 2, that is called a quadratic function. Where your largest exponent is 2. It's a quadratic function. Now today we're going to be learning how to break that trinomial back apart into two binomials when there is no coefficient in front of x squared. Okay, so where a is equal to 1. Because if there's no coefficient, technically that's a 1, right? So if there's no a, because on Monday when we get back, we're going to see how the steps change whenever there is a number in front of x squared, okay? Now, this is just a trinomial written in standard form. Ax squared plus bx equals c. In our diamond, we know that the product is the top number and the sum is the bottom, okay? And the way this works, or the way you set this up, the easiest way to remember is that the last number falls to the top. B goes to the bottom. Okay, now whenever you solve that diamond, you're going to end up with numbers on the sides, on the left side and on the right side. Now they can both be positive, they can both be negative, or one can be positive, one can be negative. But what ends up happening is these are the two numbers that go into our binomials. So you end up with x plus a number or x minus a number. But like I said, they can both be plus, they can both be minus. It just depends on, once you solve that diamond, if the numbers are negative or positive, okay?
Cool.
It looks a little intimidating, but it's really not. If you understood how to do the diamond problems, this should not be difficult. Anyway, so when you're factoring, you always want to first check to see if there's any greatest common factor. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you there isn't any greatest common factor with the problems today, okay? Next, you find the two factors that give you a product of C, meaning they multiply to get the top number and they add to get the bottom, B. In other words, set up and solve your diamond. Set up your parentheses with your variable as the first term of each and insert factors as the second term, okay? So let's do this. On the STAR test, this is just how they word it. Write an expression equivalent to. Basically, all they're telling you to do is solve the diamond, factor it back out, okay? So just like we said with the top, last number falls to the top, middle number goes to the bottom, or B goes to the bottom. So I need two numbers that multiply to get 3, but add to get 4.
What?
1 and 3. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. So set up your binomial. The variable that we're using is r. So split the r times r, right? Now you have a positive 1 plus 1, positive 3 plus 3. And you're done.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Oh, I get it.
As long as you can figure out how to solve that diamond, you're good. Okay? Number 2. Last number falls to the top. Middle number goes to the bottom. So I need two numbers that multiply to get 18, add to get 11.
9 and 2.
9 and 2. So set up your binomial, split the x. X times x is x squared. And one of them is positive 9, so plus 9. The other one's positive 2 plus 2.
Okay, I get it.
Okay?
seems.
Now, obviously, it gets trickier. It doesn't get more difficult, but it does get trickier when it comes to negatives. So I'll show you when we get to one of those. I'll show you how to get the correct answer every single time, so there's no guessing involved. Okay. So last number falls to the top. Middle number goes to the bottom. All right. Two numbers that multiply to get 14, add to get 9.
7 and 2.
7 and 2. So my binomial is m plus 7 times m plus 2. Questions?
No.
All right.
Yeah.
That was number 3. Number 4. Top number is what? Bottom number is -6. Okay. So because there is negatives involved here, even if you already know what it is, I'm going to show you how to find that correct answer every single time without guessing. Okay. So what you're going to do, I'm going to write some steps down here. You're going to go to y equals, and you're going to use both y1 and y2. Okay. In y1, you're going to put that top number divided by x. In other words, for this example, 8 divided by x.
Whoa. Right.
And in y2, you're going to type in x plus y1. Now, to get that y1, you have to press alpha. And you should be, as soon as you write it, you should be trying this alpha trace. Enter. So in y equals, you're going to put the top number divided by x, and in y2, x plus y1. To put y1, press alpha trace, enter. What dash? That's dividing.
Oh, that's what
That's just dividing. Top number divided by x. Where's my camera? There we go. Yeah, that's just division. You could type it in as a fraction. You could do alpha x, type it in as a fraction, 8 over x.
So to get y, I do
Oops.
alpha trace.
You could do alpha x, put 8 over x,
And what'll that do, miss?
and then you could do x plus, I haven't shown you yet, so
Okay.
alpha trace, and push enter to put your y1. Everybody got it?
Oh, okay.
Which one's trace? Because the mine are kind of.
The second
Second
one.
to last.
To the right.
Everybody got it? Ulises?
So I did alpha trace.
Y'all got it? Okay. Enter.
Okay.
Okay. You put it in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
All right, hurry up. Kennedy, why don't you have a calculator? Do you have a calculator? Why don't you have a calculator?
Communicating with enemy.
Well, don't just sit there.
Hey, can you get mine, please? Since you're already going.
All right, now press second graph. And the bottom number will always be found in y2. So what's the bottom number in this example?
9.
No.
-6. Miss Lovelace,
Yes.
mine was in decimal.
That's fine. That's because you did the slash.
Oh,
Yeah, it just depends on how you...
Y.
If I type it in that way, 8 divided by x, I'll see decimals as well.
And you said x
Okay.
plus what?
So you're supposed to be looking for that bottom number, which the bottom number is what? -6. You're supposed to be finding that in the red column in y2. Now I see a +6 here. That's not my answer. So I'm going to go up. Oh, it froze. I'm going to go up until I find my -6. So what two numbers?
-4.
-4, -2.
So -2 times -4 is -6. -2 plus -4. I mean, -2 times -4 is 8. -2 plus -4 is -6. So that takes the guessing out of the negatives.
I also found it like on
So -2, -4. Yes, you could go a different direction because it is a quadratic, and you'll figure out later on why you can find it in 2 spots. So your answer is y minus 2, y minus 4.
Okay, I understand.
Let's try the next one.
-15.
Last number falls to the top. Okay? So, let's practice, even if you know what the answer is, let's practice the calculator part, just in case you ever get stuck. So, you don't have to clear out the second line. X plus y1 stays the same, but I'm in the top, I'm going to do negative 15 divided by x. If that top number is negative, yes, include the negative. And then press second graph. So we're looking for the bottom number in the last column. What's the bottom number of this diamond?
2.
2. So that tells us that negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. Negative 3 plus 5 is positive 2.
And that only works with negatives, alright?
No, it works with everything.
Oh.
It's just most people need it for the negatives because they don't know where to put the negative. Questions?
Hold up. Hold up, baby, run it down.
I am confused.
Why? What are you confused about? What are you confused
So,
about?
You good,
I'm
bro?
in the second graph, but I
But what?
You good, bro? Alright.
You're looking for the positive 2 in the red.
Did you drink your chocolate milk today?
Hey, focus. You're looking for the positive 2 in the red. Stop. Did you find it?
yes.
So the other two numbers are the numbers that go on the sides of your X.
Oh.
Got it? All right. So what two numbers multiply to get 20, add to get 9?
4 and 5.
So you get X plus 5, X plus 4. It doesn't matter which one goes first, by the way. It can be 4 or 5, 4 and 5, and then 5 and 4. Doesn't matter. Last one. You have the area of Miss Crocker's refrigerator pantry door. Pantry floor. Refrigerator. Rectangular pantry floor can be expressed as this. X squared plus 11x plus 24. They want us to find the length and the width. So what do we have to do? We have to break it back apart. And since it's a quadratic, we know that it'll be binomials. So the way to solve it is to factor it. And to factor it, we use the diamond. What two numbers multiply? 8 and 3. So that tells you x plus 8, x plus 3. Once again, it doesn't matter which one's your length, which one's your width. So I'm just going to put...
The length is x plus 8.
Okay? Questions?